Today on the channel from Jack's Class Superstars Series 15, we've got Johnny Rodz and The Rock.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Classic Superstars unboxing and review. And today, from Class Superstars Series 15, we've got The Rock in the LJN edition. And we've got Trainer to the Stars, Journeyman of the Stars, Johnny Rodz. But remember, for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, to hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And of course, these videos, a Tuesday staple on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, because every single Tuesday for well over 2 years, we've had Jack's Classic Superstars content out there for you. So without further ado, let's kick it off. And let's kick it off with old Johnny Rodz. Like I said, journeyman wrestler. Some would say jobbers, kind of somewhere in the middle there. One of those guys that you knew the name of that would lose a lot, and honestly a little bit before my time, but he did become a trainer for wrestlers, trained a lot of classic wrestlers that are still wrestling even today in some instances. But let's see the packaging there on old Johnny Rodz. There he is, awfully plain. As you can imagine, this did not set the world on fire on the retail store pegs back in the day. What, 2008? Nope, 2007. Didn't really set the world on fire. He would hang around, but he wasn't shipped in crazy amounts. So it's not like he was swimming in shelves, but you could definitely find him at retail if you were looking for him. It does come with the patent Jack's blue chair, as you can see. Glamour shot on the side. Little name action right there. Rodz with a Z. There it is. And on the back of the package, we got the cross-sell for Series 15. Make sure you check out all those videos on the channel. We got the UPCs, the warning, the glamour shot, the tail of the tape, and the blurb. Let's see what it says about old Johnny Rodz. Debuted 1971, 230 pounds, height 5'8". Finishing move, the thrust kick. Titles, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. So good for old Johnny Rodz. On the back of the package, it looks identical to what we received. Can't complain about that. A good-looking figure. Like I said, though, one just didn't set the world on fire. It's understandable, I would say. This packaging is very beat up, so I do not feel bad about opening this at all. And off to the races. Chair, see you later. Up high, off the ceiling, there it goes. Johnny Rodz in the plastic prison. That green really does pop, though, on those trunks. Gotta give him that. Gotta give him that. And we'll pop it out. See you later. Blue chair. What's there to say about this blue chair? We've seen him a million times. Very classic, of course. It's a blue chair. We've seen him in all different colors of the rainbow over the years with Jack's, of course. Now we get down to old Johnny Rodz out of the packaging here. And a very good head sculpt, but honestly, I don't know if, I would say 9 out of 10 wrestling fans, you give them just this head, they're going to have no idea who it is. That's just the honest truth there. Nothing against Johnny Rodz, just not a guy that everybody knows about. Of course, Johnny Rodz. But man, he does look good. This is a nice clean figure. As I always say, it's great to get a Ruthless Aggression style figure right out of the package. Always fabulous, always fabulous. Let's break down this figure as much as we can. Green trunks, there it is, all done. No, but he does have black boots, got the white socks peeking out. That's nice attention to detail. I guess we'll walk through the articulation on him here. Arms go all the way around, as you guys know right there. Bicep curl, of course, or bicep cut, I should say. And then you do get single jointed elbows, wrists back and forth, up and down, depending how you move them. You get waist articulation, you get the legs straight up, you get the single jointed elbow, you get the ankle articulation, and you're off to the races with the articulation in this Johnny Rodz figure. So like I said, one of the plainer Janer figures in the line by a long shot. Doesn't really set anybody's world on fire, I don't think. But at the end of the day, gotta have him as part of your Classic Superstars. Or I should say, I gotta have him as part of my Classic Superstars collection. Now we turn our attention to a deeper cut, to probably the most mainstream cut you can get in wrestling, as we got The Rock here as part of the LJN celebration in the line. We've talked about these for a while. A lot of major more modern stars getting the LJN treatment. So guys that really didn't feel like they overly belonged in the Classic Superstars line at the time, making them feel a little worthy. And then it was pretty easy for them to do this because they were guys that were already signed under WWE contracts. They didn't have to do really any extra work for them. So it did work when you put on the old business hat. I've said it a million times. I wish they would have just did a single series with all of these, or 2 single series, or do a subline for these. That's what I would have liked to seen, but they didn't take my memo when I wrote in a handwritten letter. I said, "Dearest Jax, dearest Jeremy at Jax, could you please take my thoughts into consideration?" Didn't work that way, but we will take a look at Rock here. Of course, I do have this out of the box, so won't have to unbox him here. A little bit heavier than normal on these figures, of course, as we know. The Rock's pose there with the old bicep pose, looking good right there. The blue packaging always is very cool, especially when you're in the store pegs. You knew exactly, you'd be walking down that aisle, you could see that blue a mile away, as you can imagine. On the back of the package, you got the rest of Series 15, UPC's warnings, tail of the tape, the blurb, and the glamour shot for the Rock right there. Whoa, as I throw it around. Put that here, and through the magic of YouTube, we got the Rock right here. And the Rock does not suffer from the old Jack Sticky disease, so that is really good. I like that a whole lot. But it's the Rock, black trunks, black boots, black armband. You got the Rock right there. You got the old Brahma Bull on the back. You do have his tattoo, which is a nice attention to detail for this. He is throwing up the old people's eyebrow. He's very happy to be here. And this looks like one of the figures that almost could be an LJN back in the day. I could see a guy being stuck in this pose, and you just got to use your imagination. A lot of elbow drops, of course, or people's elbows, if you will. But very, very plain Jane, but very sturdy plastic. A little bit harder than a traditional LJN that got a little bit more give. Really no give at all in these figures, these LJN figures. So similar but different. As I always say, they do scale a lot better with the WCW OSFTM figures. They kind of fit that scale more than a traditional LJN. And they're not really that bad against the modern day LJN Jazzwares figures. So you can put them up with those as well. But two interesting ones. And like I said, two different ends of the wrestling spectrum. Longtime journeyman, trainer to the stars, super movie star after he became a wrestler. So interesting dynamic between these two, but both of them are part of Classic Superstars Series 15. And you guys let me know your thoughts on these two down in the comments down below. Did you grow up in the Northeast? Did you get to see a lot of Johnny Rodz? Of course, I saw a few jobber matches, squash matches, whatever you want to call them with him, but I'm sure some of you guys saw him in more of a heyday atmosphere, so feel free to chime in on that. Of course, we all know The Rock at this point. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day, multiple times, and then even more over there on the Patreon. So make sure you're checking out the Patreon. You can get months ahead on these videos and a lot of other videos, bonus content, exclusive content, monthly giveaways, and best of all, you do support the channel. And remember, every single Tuesday, we got a Jack's Class Superstars video, so you won't want to miss one of those. SirPaul64 is where you can find me on Twitter, and of course, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for The Rock and Johnny Rodz, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.